We continue our reading of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus, an invitation to spend a year with your best friend, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, May 13. No fear. A disciple is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for the disciple to be like his teacher, and the servant like his master. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more will they malign those of his household? So, have no fear. Matthew 10:24-26. No fear. Really? Does Jesus know what he's talking about? Has he gone off the track? After all, he had just listed all kinds of things that would happen to them in verses 17 to 23. In verses 24 and 25, he noted that they would not be above him, but would be persecuted like he was. And he already knew that his life was heading toward a Roman cross. Yet he instructs his disciples to have no fear. No fear, and the reasons for it will dominate this part of Jesus' sermon on mission, being specifically mentioned 3 times in verses 26 to 28 and 31. The obvious fact is that, from a human perspective, the followers of Jesus have a great deal they could fear, since they will face rejection, persecution, and even death. But still, he tells them to have no fear. Here, all of us who have accepted Jesus need to listen up. We often get cold feet and exuberant intestines, signs of fear, at the slightest rejection because of our faith, or when we need to speak up for it in difficult contexts. And if what Jesus says is true, then it could get a lot worse. Yet, he says, no fear, or fear not. How can he be so sure of that command? How can he say, have no fear, in the face of things inherently filled with fear? In verses 26 to 31, he will provide 3 forceful answers to those crucial questions. First, we are not to fear, for nothing is covered that will not be revealed, or hidden that will not be known. In other words, things will not always be as they are now. We see things through a cloud here, but in the future we will perceive them as they really are. Then truth will triumph, and God and his people will stand vindicated. At that point in time, the principles of the persecutor and the Christian heroism of the believing witness will manifest their true value, and each will receive their due reward. Witnesses for Christ can have no fear, because they know the judgments of eternity will correct the judgments of time. This concludes our reading today of Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus.